All right, KMR, and we are back at it. We ended up pulling out the factory Renesis block, so you can see that we have that right here. As you remove these engines, a lot of the components are going to get swapped over to your new engine, and as you can see, we've started to do that. One of the things that often gets overlooked is your metering pump oil injectors, and these are actually a one-way valve, and if any of these fails, that's not always obvious when it comes to the user or the driver, but internally, if you're not getting proper oil metering pump injection, it can tear the inside of the motor up. So whenever you're swapping blocks, or if you happen to be down at this area of your Renesis motor, it's good to make sure that these are still operating as a one-way valve. They should allow oil to flow into the block, but they should not allow that pressure to be pushed back out. If you think about it, you can see how that would be a problem. That oil needs to basically be able to get injected when it has the opportunity to be injected. Another thing, like I was mentioning, RX8s actually have pretty good cooling systems if they're well maintained. If they're not, then your thermostat housing, that area should always be checked and or replaced. In this engine's case, since it had been sitting for a while, we had a decent amount of rust and corrosion buildup, and the actual thermostat housing was fairly compromised. So we've completely got rid of that. We're dropping in a new Mishimoto lower operating temp thermostat, as well as a complete new thermostat housing. Both these engines are street ported, very similar layouts. We are going to be putting a Exity lightweight flywheel and clutch combination on here. So we have upgraded from the stock flywheel to the OEM counterweight. And I recommend if you are upgrading flywheels, stick to OEM counterweights. I know there are some aftermarket ones out there. If you're getting the entire assembly race balanced, and you know you're starting from scratch, then hey, it doesn't really matter. But in this case, we know we have an OEM rotating assembly. It's all matched, so we're keeping an OEM counterweight with that, and that'll allow us to bolt that lightweight flywheel and more aggressive clutch combination on there. RX8s, you're not going to pick up horsepower from a lightweight flywheel, but because you're dealing with reciprocating mass, it makes the available horsepower feel more available. So it's like freeing up a little power. The engine's going to rev faster, both on a free rev and a pull through a gear. So I'm a huge fan of lightweight flywheel combinations in the RX8. When you get down to your transmission, you've got your throwout bearing down there. The RX8 throwout bearings are notorious for failing, so whenever you're doing a clutch job, engine job, transmission, anything, replace the throwout bearing. And one of the upgrades we do at Mazda Tricks is we'll actually remove the RX8 throwout bearing and upgrade it to a Turbo 2 Mazda RX7 throwout bearing. They're a directly interchangeable part. The Mazda factory RX8 component is majority of it is plastic. If you're dealing with their original throwout bearings, I think there are some upgrades now, but the old school upgrade was just to put the Turbo 2 bearing in there. Direct replacement and primarily made of steel, so a lot stronger. And we've already done that. That's actually already a Turbo 2 bearing in there, but we're gonna put a fresh one in to match the fresh clutch, to match the fresh engine, and just to continue progress on the build. A couple other side notes. I'm sending the injectors out to be cleaned. I want to get them flow tested and cleaned. The car has been sitting. I mean, it did start up. It drove into the shop, but I don't want to be getting back down in there for a leaky injector or something like that after I put this whole engine in there. So for me, checking your oil metering pump injectors, getting your fuel injectors cleaned, new thermostat, new clutch, throwout bearing, pilot bearing and seal, all part of a proper engine swap when it comes to the Renesis and RX8. So I hope those are some good tips. We're going to continue with this project. We've got to get our intake manifold on, our clutch on, a few other components as we start to dress this block before we drop it back in. I think that's a wrap. Back to work.